Welcome to Big Dick's Picks. And no, this is not a dick measuring contest. This is your one-stop shop for all your sports betting podcast needs. I'm Big Mo. I'm joined here by two other wonderful co-hosts. Actually, three. I always forget about the last one. But I'll let someone else introduce him. I'm going to start off with Amesy. How you doing?
Oh, I'm sweating over here a little bit, Big Mo. One of my a bit of a spoiler for everybody, but one of my picks this week is Nuggets -4.5 and the under on the Lakers points, 105.5. There is a minute left in the game. The Lakers have 103 points. So I am that's for plus 300. I'm sitting here with $400 on the line.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I think it's going to fail.
Yeah.
Thanks for your emotional support as usual. Really appreciate it.
Oh man.
Oh, the Lakers just put in all their bench players. They just put in the trash.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
There's a chance. They heard.
1 minute left.
So,
they put in the trash.
Fun fact for everybody, but the NBA is the largest listeners to Big Dick's Picks. We are not sponsored, but they just love us. So I think they're doing us a solid for Amesy here.
And
how you doing this week?
Yeah, all of our listeners. That's EPR's voice there. How you doing this week?
Oh, you know what? Fantastic. If you asked earlier, maybe not as much, little panicked, but I'm super excited this week because I got something cooking here in the coming weeks. We got some big things and some things that are going to really enhance the pod. So you'll definitely have to stay tuned for that.
Some big dicks.
No, maybe not that. There's definitely big dicks still here.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. And just as I mentioned, or as Big Mo mentioned, Big Dick is with us with his crappy Walmart mic as usual, and he's gonna stay here the whole time. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with him. So
I thought I saw a news story that he died.
He definitely
I was being hopeful, I think.
No, yeah, it was confusing. He just sent that as a text. Yeah.
He was talking about our bets, not himself.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Right. But Big Mo, if you don't mind, I would love to introduce our guest this week.
I would. Okay. I do not mind at all. Please go ahead, EPR.
So we don't just have a theme with the name specifically here, but I'd like to introduce my good friend, Mike. Longtime friend, huge sports fan, knows way more about basketball than I ever will, but is a huge hockey guy as well. So he joins the crew with Big Mo and I, and we're super excited to have him here. So, Mike.
And Amesy. Don't leave Amesy out.
Well, Amesy's not a hockey guy is what I meant.
Oh.
Hey, I talk about it. I don't know what I'm saying, but I talk about. Also, 43 seconds left. It's 105. They cannot score another basket.
Go ahead and interrupt him, Mike. What?
Yeah, I know. I was just about to throw that out there. 105 with 43 seconds left. It's okay. Just don't worry. That third string guy that never sees any minutes is gonna score a layup here in 2 seconds. Great.
My whole body's filled with adrenaline, but don't worry. Betting's not addictive. It's fine.
No,
totally
just
healthy. Call that 1-800 number. If you have a real quote unquote problem.
We bring up later in the pod for sure.
Boys, I just want to point out how diverse our pod is. We have all male guests, and then out of all our guests, we have Mikey, Salty, and Mikey, and Mike.
Yes, we have a theme with mics. I'm pretty sure. So. That's not really intentional. It just happens to go. That's just
24 seconds left. Cam Reddish just made a free throw. We're screwed. It's over. Never mind.
Get it, Mike?
No, Big Dick. We can't.
Buddy.
Oh man, now's not the time, Big Dick. Now's not the time. Cam Reddish.
Oh my god.
In the NBA anymore? Are you kidding me? I haven't heard your name in 6 years.
Like I said, third string guy doesn't see any minutes.
Thought you were like a
Oh,
real
man.
estate agent
The-
at this point.
Well,
Unbelievable.
Can,
The best part is that AMZ this week goes, boys, I'm keeping it conservative.
Yeah.
He's already 0-1.
Game's about to end with the Lakers at 106 points.
All right. Well, I think with the disappointing start
missed the
for
second.
AMZ, we should lead into the next part, which is him going to be disappointed because we're finally going to dethrone him, Big Mo, in
That's
this week's
true.
snake draft.
That's true. You can try.
Yeah. You know what? We don't have a
deranged.
deranged lunatic this week as the judge. I honestly, I don't know if we're going to be able to get him on for whatever, whenever the March Madness is, but we'll see. He might have to call in from a prison cell. I'm sure that he wants to be on the show though. So, but for all of our listeners at home, what we do every week is we have a guest on, and at the end of the season, we will have them all compete with their records for a March Madness style bracket. And with that, one of the pleasures comes from being a guest and being the judge every single week. Amesy, you want to let all the listeners know what the topic's going to be this week?
So this week, we got a really good one. As usual, we're hot when it comes to topics. And this week we're going with the best movie character you could have as a running back. So,
Oh yeah.
going movies, we're going best movie character you can have as a running back. Who is going to get that ball, going 80 yards, score a touchdown, and I believe it's EPR this week to start us off in the snake draft, also known as the AMZ League.
I couldn't be more excited to have first overall pick because, truthfully,
If you take who I'm going to take, I'm going to be so fucking
Oh,
mad.
I'd be real mad. There's a good first round talent here.
Here's the thing. This week, we're all about business this time. It's not just jokes. I know, haha. We always leave the good ones for last. But this one, I'm playing to win. So with my first overall pick, I got to go with the Incredible Hulk. What's gonna stop him?
Okay. All right. I mean,
Literally
Jesus.
nothing. You
First
give that guy
round
the
guy.
ball, he guarantee you he's going through that entire line. So
I think Jesus would stop him.
well, I was about to say,
not a movie character, but all right.
now that, I don't really want to, talk too much shit, but with my first overall pick, speaking of people who could stop the Incredible Hulk, I'm taking Sauron.
Oh,
So I'm going with the dark lord himself, Sauron. The destroyer of Middle Earth.
but
He's got a mace
I know.
and powers.
What if the linebacker is a seal door? And what are you gonna do then?
Isildur it was a lucky shot. It was a lucky shot. He was being
Uh-huh.
swarmed by like 600 dudes.
Yeah.
You have 13 people on the field. You're getting called for a flag. So, only 12 people can go against Sauron. I'm taking Sauron against 12 people any day of the week.
All right, it's a good thing we're not picking defense this week because you'd have some problems. But all right,
I
first round's going
absolutely.
strong.
I cannot believe that you guys reached for those two. Like
A
you guys-
reach.
those are reaches.
Sauron?
You guys left out the obvious number one pick. I thought that this pick was going to be gone before, and I'm like, it speaks for itself. My first round pick is going to be O.J. Simpson. He rushed for 11,236 yards, added 2,142 yards on 203 pass receptions, returned 33 kickoffs, 990 yards for a superb 30-yard average, and he amassed 14,368 combined net yards and scored 456 points on 76 touchdowns. But you might be asking, what movie is this guy in? She's in a bunch of movies. He's in The Naked Gun. He's in O.J. Made in America, movie about himself. Still a movie. The Murder of Nicole Brown, also about him killing his wife, but still a movie. The Naked Gun again. The Naked Gun again. It's like it just keeps going.
All right. Well, I feel like you've got a
he
hard
didn't
on
get
for OJ.
convicted. He didn't get convicted. You guys are confused. He didn't get convicted of murder. Okay.
That's true. He wasn't guilty.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're convicted of armed robbery years later.
Wait, Big Mo. I have only one question. I'm not going to judge your pick, but do you think as a running back, does he use gloves for the ball or no?
I think he uses one, and it's covered in blood.
I mean,
so it does fit. Okay. All
If
right.
I'm going to be honest, I mean, Sarha can't even outrun the cops. He's not going to outrun, I mean, sorry, OJ. OJ can't even outrun the cops. He's not going to outrun Sarha.
I will counter that. He outran the law, so he he
didn't outrun the cops. He outran it in court. That's
He
different.
outsmarted the cops. He threatened to kill himself, and then he went to court and paid for a super sick attorney. That's who I want to be my running back.
All right.
Come on.
Well, what you got for the second round? What you got for your second round pick, Big Mo?
For my second round pick to fill in the rest of the backfield behind O.J. Simpson, I got the T-1000 from Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
All right, that's legit. That's a great pick. Okay, I'm not going to argue that one very much.
It's a 1-2 punch. That's a 1-2 punch.
I had him on my board. I was hoping he was going to fall a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because even if you did get him, he just go back in time and fix his mistake. So really, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah. And
Strong.
he just melts into like liquid mercury and goes through the defensive line.
Well,
like, come on.
Did you say T-1000?
Yeah.
Is that the same one?
Yeah, that's the cop. That's the liquid cop guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to jog my memory. Thank you.
Jeez, buddy, read a book. Read a book, buddy. Come on.
We just talked about this today too.
I think the T-1000 may have been the first round talent, but taking him in the first or the second round just to get that edge and to end on it, I see that.
Lower contract. He's got much longer longevity than OJ. And I'm drafting for intangibles here.
Okay,
that's true. Well, speaking of intangibles, leading to my second round pick, and I'm going to go with the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo. And I'm going to use Psychic and just turn your T-1000 into a big piece of blubber or something.
It's not playing defense.
I got all sorts of got all sorts of attacks. I got all sorts of stuff
book, AMZ. The T-1000's pure running back.
All right,
let
him finish.
Defense.
Let him finish. You got your turn.
Hey, okay, Mewtwo. The people are coming at him. He's just going to use Moonblast. So I mean, those people are going to be, in a word, dirt. And then I'm just going to slowly walk into the end zone, and the crowd's going to go crazy.
All right.
How do you know he's not going to fuck up the fans?
He might do that too, but that just gets some points from last week's draft as well. He's a double dipper.
He's a double dipper. All right.
APR, what you got?
So, I mean, I've kind of got a couple options because I get the wraparound here. I feel like this is cheating a little bit, just a little bit, but I'd have to go with the Flash.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I know,
the
again,
Flash is good.
It seems I've got this theme of superheroes there. I wasn't really trying for that, but I was just going for running guys. I truthfully don't know who's going to actually catch him. No one's even going to lay hand on him.
The question is the replay camera fast enough to see if the ball crossed the plane?
Well, he would slow down.
That's true.
There's
no video evidence.
But he can run as fast as he wants, so he could just get through the pile and then just jog. You know what I mean?
It's a flashy pick.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good pick.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. For my third pick, leading off the third round here, really, this is out of the left field, maybe for some who haven't watched or know the legend of this man, but I got to go with John Wick. I mean, I've seen what he can do with a fucking pencil. Imagine what he could do with blockers and shoulder pads.
Yeah, the man knows his way around a gun, and that's a great offensive move.
It is. He'd be breaking ankles, and then once they're broken, he'd shoot him in the head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No one's catching him.
Nope.
I think that's a suspension, though. So.
Well, that's true.
So is OJ. Okay.
So OJ did not murder people on the football field.
Not on the field.
He separated that from his personal life. Okay.
Allegedly.
That's why he's a bona fide first overall pick. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I was going to argue the murder point, but I did realize that my second round pick did just disintegrate the opposing team. So you know what? I'm I'm gonna go with
Just
it.
keep your mouth shut.
All right, my third round pick here. I'm going to go with Remus Lupin on the full moon, aka a werewolf.
Who?
So, Remus Lupin
Oh,
from
Remus
Harry Potter.
Lupin. I misunderstood what you
Yeah,
said. Gotcha.
yeah, on the full moon.
Yes.
So we're going werewolf here.
Hmm.
It just keeping that humanoid form just in case, depending on the league, there may be some regulations and some rules. Some people may not be let in. This guy, he's a human. He's going to get let in, and then, it's going to be the full moon. They're going to realize he's a werewolf. He's going to tear them all to shreds. He's going to score a touchdown. So,
All right.
that's Remus Lupin, third round talent.
All right. Maybe he might hurt his own teammates in the process, but it is
There may be some collateral damage.
sure. All right.
They'll just make more super teammates with him.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah. You know what? This
Yeah.
it's a scaling superpower.
Their team gets better through the season.
Yep, that's true.
Oh man. What do you got, Big Mo?
All right, I can't believe that you let this talent fall this far again. But I already have a stacked backfield. I have OJ and I have the T1000. So I'm really only looking for a goal line punch-in type of running back here.
Uh-huh.
And you know who that's going to be? Jason Bourne.
Okay.
Jason Bourne, slippery. Definitely.
Gotta have a John Wick counterpart.
Just slippery, and every time he lines up for a goal line punch-in, you just see Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. Boom,
Yeah.
touchdown.
I was about to say that's the other thing is you kind of stun the other team because every single time they have to go, oh my God, that's Jason Bourne every time he's on the field.
Would he have
Exactly.
to ask himself which team he's on? Would he remember that?
Yeah, he might defect. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the series. Okay, I like it. That's a good one. It really compliments and doesn't make me feel like I'm on an island picking John Wick.
Well, just wait till you hear my follow-up pick here.
Oh, I'm ready.
My backfield is already stacked, so now I'm looking for another intangible, and that's the glue guy. You know who the best glue guy is in movies? Rudy! Even though he's a defensive end
Wait,
at
who?
Notre Dame.
You
Rudy!
Rudy, you cut out. I'm
Rudy.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Rudy.
Sorry, I got too amped. Rudy.
All right. Okay.
Rudy.
Rudy. All right.
Yeah, he was a defensive end at Notre Dame, but he was an absolute locker room guy. He's going to get the whole running back core just absolutely fired up. They're going to be turning in their jerseys for him. They're going to be wanting him to play, but I'm not going to play him. Come on. You know what? I'm going to put the T1000 out there, and we're just going to crush everybody.
All right. I have to say your team is very mortal, other than the T1000.
Very mortal. And I've had
Yes.
a bit of a pocket pick here. And, against humans, against buildings, against everything. I mean, this guy stays supreme. I'm going to be picking the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with my fourth round pick.
Oh my gosh.
I hope we've all seen Ghostbusters here. You guys will
Of
know.
course.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. What
Yeah.
else do you got to say? He will score.
I
Send
feel
Hulk
like
against him. He will absorb him.
yeah. I feel like you picked a good pick for just the upcoming Halloween, Seems
Exactly. I
topical.
wanted to stay in theme a little
Uh-huh.
bit, and I've been thinking about that pocket pick for a little bit. So I will be rounding out my draft with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
It's
Who are you
good.
going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Not Amesy's team. I mean,
Dude, you don't want to call Nancy's team.
Ah, fuck.
big
Islanders just scored.
Oh no. All right. Well, before we get too caught up on that, rounding out the fourth round here, Big Mo says he's got a stacked team, but I mean, I've got the Incredible Hulk, I've got the Flash, I've got John Wick. Who else do you need to back everything up? Obviously, it's Shrek. Shrek's my fourth pick. We've all watched Shrek,
He's a locker
right?
room guy.
He's not
He's a
only
locker room guy.
He's not only a locker room guy. Listen, you guys all know the scene where he's in the castle, right? Throwing those guards around like they're nothing. He drank a beer in the middle of it. Imagine what that guy could do with a little bit of
best
focus.
cinematic scenes, in cinematic history.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the best scenes in cinematic history.
he looks like he knows how to throw his shoulders around and really get through. So I gotta give it to Shrek. I think he rounds out my draft pretty thoroughly.
Just stiff arm. He's like, get out of my swamp.
And he plays in Florida. he plays for Florida teams only. Then he can say that. Get out of my swamp. Stiff arm. Puts a guy right in the dirt. I love it.
And, like in the background, like the whole stadium's playing Smash Mouth too, which, I mean, that's kind of awesome. So,
See? Well, we got to give it to our guest, Mike. Mike, before you judge and pick a winner of this week, do you have any that you would add yourself just for fun?
Gotta go with my boy Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Yeah. You know what they say about the it should just speak for himself. He's just got that extra strength. Not gonna say where it comes from, but he's just got that extra strength.
He is an actor playing an actor, right?
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Not actually simple.
Yeah, he's more complex. See, exactly. He's very complex. You think you see him just brute force him through the line, and you're just gonna think, oh man, he's just gonna go right at me. Dude's got a sick spin move. Like, can just hurdle people. Like, low key athletic.
All right.
If you are familiar with that movie, too, Tropic Thunder, he does take like literally 100 bullets and just keep throwing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Dude's tough.
I'm a dude playing a dude.
He's playing another dude.
Well, I do have to say just some notable free agents that are going to be available. We have Godzilla,
yes,
Neo,
that's true.
And Rambo. Some notable free agents there. But
I will say also, no one did draft Yoda.
There's tons of talent.
Darth Vader, as well as all the other Jedi and Sith, were also left on the board.
There's tons. This could have gone for a long time. We really had to pick the best. So,
but knowing that, Mike, what do you think? Who is the winner?
I'm gonna be honest. There's way too many good picks here. Like anything from like the Flash and Hulk. I mean, just what you've seen in cinema. They're tough and
dynamic duo.
Yeah, you got. I mean, shit, a werewolf too. And Sauron. It's tough to just go through all these different people. But if I'm drafting a running back, a franchise running back, I got to go with something that's going to be brain dead easy, has been consistent over the years, like a Christian McCaffrey. I got to go with OJ. He clearly didn't murder anyone.
Wow.
He's got the stats. He's a Hall of Famer.
The normal human man. The one normal human man wins the draft.
He is a movie character as well.
Yeah, have you not seen him in the Naked Gun? Have you not seen him in the Naked Gun?
That's
he
true.
Pretty much saved the day.
True. That's true.
It's tough. It was tough.
Well,
It was tough. There's a lot of potential, but I need consistency. After watching the Broncos for years, I need consistency. Okay.
Just
the T1000 is also very consistent. To add to that,
that's all I'm asking. That out of just curiosity, are you picking just on the best pick or the best draft?
I'm picking on the most conservative pick. I need stats, and he clearly didn't murder anyone. May have robbed someone, but
he is really tied to that part. All right, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Avs just scored. Let's go.
Nice.
But I'll be honest. This was one of the toughest things I had to choose today.
All right.
Wow.
Well, we have a winner. Amesy's been dethroned. Big Mo, congratulations.
I can't say I'm thrilled, but congratulations. It was a good draft.
Suck it, bitch. Suck it.
He's always humble in his victories and his defeats.
A gracious winner.
I gotta be honest. Out of some of the other picks, it felt like there's some easy choices in some of them. This one was really tough. So thanks for making it really hard on me.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Oh,
we love making it hard on you, Mike.
Yeah,
he loves it even more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, what do we got coming down the pipeline, Big Mo?
Well, for all of the new listeners at home, why don't we do a quick recap of how we structure this sports betting podcast every single week. What we do is we compete every single week against each other. First in overall record, second in profitability. Every one of us is all competing against Big Dick, who has currently held the throne for the last 3 weeks. But I'm currently 1 away from him. I'm 1 away from catching him. All I need is 1 more loss from him. Actually, wait, did he pick the Lakers?
Did he?
Did he pick the Lakers?
He's gonna tell us here. He's gonna tell us. So,
all right, wait, yeah, all right. Should we let him tell us?
I don't know. Do we? Yeah, Big Dick. How about you? You let us know?
Oh, so you actually want to hear what I have to say?
Unfortunately, yeah,
Not really.
we don't really have a choice in this instance.
Whatever.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give us it anyway.
So for my first pick, I've got the Bears covering the spread against the Chargers of 8.5. It's obvious the league is out to get the Bears, and they're going to do everything they can to make them lose. But I think the Chargers simply aren't good enough, even with the refs' help, to beat them by more than a couple points. Those odds are at -110, and I've never been more confident in my life.
All right, that's bold.
Not bad. Again, yeah, a real big -110.
He's out to get the Bears. The league's out to get them. Yep. Do we have any thoughts on that? Does anyone agree?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's just tough. I mean, with that, like, I think, and Big Mo shared this earlier. Let me pull this up. Like last week in the NFL, literally all of the games that were bet more than 70%, like all of the spreads that were bet more than 70% were the spreads that lost last week. So the top 8 teams that were bet lost. So pretty much the NFL's a joke, and it's rigged. And so Big Dick, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know if it's rigged, but yeah, that was some unlucky shit that helped Vegas out a lot there. So I understand where Big Dick is coming from.
Yeah. I don't want to back him, but I also don't want to give him any crap because we already know where I sit in the standings. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, what do you got for the second one?
All right, my second pick is West Virginia covering the spread against UCF of +7. Ever since Scott Frost left, UCF has maintained a level of mediocrity which I think translates perfectly into this game. They will beat those country hicks, but I think it'll be an ugly game for both teams, just like Big Mo's face.
Wow, buddy. Your mom doesn't think it's ugly when I'm underneath her. Come on.
Just accept the fact you've got a face for radio.
Says the guy with the Walmart mic. Come on, buddy. Get something nice.
I don't
Stop
really
ripping.
care
Oh, you're
what
gonna
you
say
think.
Walmart.
He's all right. He's throwing shade.
Walmart Mike and Walmart face.
Big boy, I think you threatened him when you said you're coming for him, so he didn't feel good about that. Well, oh jeez.
All right, enough bickering. For my third and final pick, I've got my boys, the Vegas Golden Knights, money line against the Philadelphia Flyers, parlayed with the Leafs money line against the Washington Capitals for a +125 odds. The reasoning is simple. John Tortorella is a grumpy hard-ass coach who's going up against some of the best in the league, while the Leafs are playing the newly named Washington Capitals and their geriatric squad. I read somewhere that they have the second oldest roster in the league. Sounds like an easy win to me.
Where is he getting this hockey knowledge? Is he just listening to us talk?
I don't know. I think he doesn't like losing. So, like, is he watching hockey now?
He does have a competitive bone in his body, that's for sure.
I was about to say he's definitely a freaking addict, just like he is with his dart. So maybe he senses the future of NFL, being done in a couple months and has to find another sport already.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he did already pick a winner too for our listeners at home, we will try and post the picks every week before we record if you want to tail them, and then we'll talk through them and explain them on the podcast. But Big Dick is one out of two for that. He's got Maple Leafs beating the Capitals. They won 4-1, and the Golden Knights take on the Flyers tonight at 9 p.m. Mountain Time. So, also, I do want to have a quick update for you. Last week, Big Dick is now dethroned. Big Dick is now dethroned. He went 1-2 last week.
Oh, for the week. The week. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like, not overall.
Nice. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Dick is now dethroned for 1 week. I passed him at 2-3. He went 1-3. Amesy, what'd you go?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you know how the Lakers against the the Nuggets, it was a close sweep. It was a close sweep this week. So technically I went 0-3, but that's only technically.
Hey, Amesy, guess what?
What?
You fucking suck.
Fuck off, man.
I caught it all last week.
Oh,
I'm not even mad at it for that.
It's all good. Okay, Walmart face. Let's just keep moving on here.
And just one last one. We got EPR. He went 1-3 as well.
Yeah, let's go. I didn't go 0-3 though, huh?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
EPR finally has a competitor.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? This week I would say I was going to turn it around, but I already fucking lost one game, so never mind.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like EPR and Amesy could borrow a little of my winnings. I have plenty to spare.
Dude, just he's just piling it on.
Wow.
Big Dick, how would you
right,
just shut
dude.
the fuck up, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Big Dick's picks are done. So should we move on?
Yeah. We definitely.
I was about to say at least I have the snake draft, but I fucking lost that too.
Why don't we kick it to you then, since our listeners already know you're 0-1 this week?
I got three real good bets. One of them's definitely gonna land. It's Nuggets -4.5 under 105.5 for Lakers total points. Oh wait, that already fucking lost. So that would have been for +300.
Yeah, could you repeat that? Could you repeat that slower for everyone who would have wanted to tail that but lose with you?
Yeah, I was about to say, don't worry, you don't need to put it in. But, that would be Lakers under 105.5 total points. They got 107. Two free throws at the end by someone who I don't even remember his name anymore.
They came off the
will
bench.
Anyone else in the NFL. Or NBA, and the Nuggets spread, which covered. So that would have been for +300. But instead it's for fuck all. So second bet, feeling much better about this one. Much better. We've now calmed down. In the NFL, as we learned last week, anything can happen. But I do know that the Miami Dolphins are good. They did not show it last week. I do think they're going to clean up this week against the Patriots, but I'm not picking a spread. I'm going to go Dolphins first touchdown or first drive result being a touchdown. So them on their first drive scoring a touchdown. I think Mostert's going to have a good bounce back game. Tyreek Hill's the best wide receiver in the league. Doesn't matter how they score. I just need them to score on a touchdown on the first drive. That's for +165.
I like everything you said. I was agreeing with everything, and then you said first touchdown on their touchdown on their first drive, and my heart sank because they are a good team, but you're rolling the dice.
It's +165.
I know, but that's like a 1 in 6 chance. There's so many other things that can happen besides scoring a touchdown.
+165.
Yeah, there's a field goal. There's a fumble. There's an interception. There's turnover on downs. There's punt.
Also, the Dolphins have shown that a willingness to go for it on fourth down. So I think I'm really betting for them to get across the 50, and after that, I think they're going to go for it. Especially early on in games, they've been doing that a lot. So I actually don't think a field goal is very likely. Unless they go 3 and out, I think that this is a very Actually a good chance to hit. Plus 165. I'm feeling good.
All right.
And then, all right, yeah. We're
I'm
you hear
backing
this
you.
tone?
I'm backing you. I like it. I
False
like it.
confidence.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We already know what my confidence gives him. It does it help him or hurt him? I don't know.
That's fair. And for my third bet, I am unfortunately I'm a Packers fan. And I had to watch that Denver game, and not only did the Packers look bad, but they actually had more injuries in that game. Rasul Douglas went out injured, or not Rasul Douglas. Their safety went out injured, as well as their defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. And it is a shockingly close spread with them and the Vikings this week. So I think that they are going to lose. I'm going Vikings minus 2.5. And that's for plus 101. So
Okay.
right around the 500 number.
I like that a lot. I really agree with that.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yep.
And those are my picks.
No comment.
Right on. So just to recap here, he's 0-1 to start, and then his other two picks have the chance to make it here. So, you know what? For your sake, I'm rooting for you.
Let's just say week 2.5, I'm 0 for 1, and week 3, I could go 2 for 2.
Hey, just you
or you
wait.
could be 2-10 overall, which I think you will.
That's there's a chance. I can't even say anything because you're currently beating me.
Yeah, AMZ's anti-locks. Here we go.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks, but pressure builds diamonds, man. Pressure builds diamonds.
Yeah, you're just gonna go on a streak and just win every week for like 10 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. That'd be great for my account.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for all our listeners that have
And
the
for all
balls
our
to
listeners out
tail
there
his
as
bets.
well. That's true.
I mean, let's hear yours, EPR.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty consistent here with these 1 out of 3 weeks.
Consistently losing.
Yeah.
No, you're ahead of, he's ahead of AMZ now.
Yep. That's true, and I might already be in the same spot as AMZ to starting this off because one of my bets is the Red Wings minus 1.5 spread for plus 170 against the Kraken, who are playing right now, and the Kraken are winning 3-2, and it's the third. So.
And wait, how many periods are there in hockey for
3?
Listeners?
Yeah,
oh,
3.
Yikes.
Oh, they just tied it. Red Wings just tied it. Okay, there's a slight chance now. Feeling a tiny bit better. So,
wait, do you have the money line or do you have the?
No, the spread. The Wings have to win by 2. But
I like commenting on our bets as they're happening.
I do
this
too.
Is great.
As Big Mo has mentioned before, for those of you who don't follow hockey as much, if the Wings get up by 1. There is that chance that the other team pulls their goalie and the other team scores an empty netter on them. So the 2 could happen.
Fair lady of the ungilded cage.
Thank you.
Please accept our bountiful blessing of biscuits.
Yeah, you're gonna be close to winning, and then fucking Cam Reddish is gonna come in and just score two goals, and you're gonna lose. So, be prepared.
Do you remember his
that.
name?
Yeah.
I'm not salty at all. No worries.
No, salty was last week. Sorry. All right. So for my second pick here, I have a 3-leg parlay. I know. The master of parlays has returned. It's a college football one, but I feel very confident about this. I feel like you have to say that every time you could lose because, it adds a little pizzazz. So truthfully, though, this is a good one. I've got Oklahoma, Florida State, and Tennessee all money line parlayed together for plus 112. So tail it. Honestly, I think it's a really comfortable one. Those are all teams that should win their games pretty substantially. They based on metrics alone should just come out with a win. Nothing crazy on odds, but good little parlay to make you feel better. And then
I like the pick. Actually, yeah, that's a solid pick, EPR.
Thank you. Finally, some
not bad. I like it.
A little bit
better than AMZ's.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming from both you guys, Big Mo and Big Dick. You know.
Gotta be honest. Gotta make that pick right now.
All right, you can see you can tail them live. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Part of the crew here. So for my last pick, I have Oregon State -3.5, and that's against Arizona, and that's for odds of -108. So I think Oregon State's been flying high this season. Arizona is not a very great team. They can win games, and historically, Oregon State's not been a good team at all. I just think this is their year to just shine. They're not going to be any national championship winner. They're just a really consistent team this year. And I think the -3.5 is really a no-brainer. They've been beating teams by far more than that all throughout the year, even higher ranked teams. So I like it. I think it's simple, not crazy on odds, but hopefully, again, one just to boost my winning percentage more than anything. I need a couple W's in the basket.
You know what, APR?
What?
I just realized I fucked up your your social media post again. I have the Oregon Ducks logo there. So every single week I fucked up EPR's page, and he's the only one that I fucked up every single week. I'm like, I'm doing it right this week.
No, good news is the duck and a beaver look very similar.
Since this is staying in for all the listeners, I want to make a bit of an amendment to anyone who maybe followed the records and dollar amounts. That is so wrong. I did the math and was like, who posted this and why? Big Mo just decided to pull numbers out his ass and thought it was cute. But we've reworked them and fixed them. We're gonna repost those to the accurate level, and we're gonna make it.
Turns out we're actually much more negative than we came.
Totally, I'm losing by a good margin. The only one who actually is positive in money right now is, unfortunately, Big Dick.
That's right.
Yes, you're correct. You heard it, but that's the case. So we will post those, and just to make it easy for everyone following, we're kind of base it off of if you started with $1,000, what would your account be at that current week? Just because I think visually everyone can track that a little bit easier. So Big Mo, does that sound okay with you?
Yeah, and just for everyone, I was doing net. So
that's exactly.
Now we're doing just profit. So profit's easier to follow for all of you.
Well, it'll be what your sportsbook balance would look like if you were placing these bets. That's what it'll track. So, all right. I guess that leads. No one had any comment on my last pick other than the Ducks logo being the one used. But Amesy, I'll let you lead it off to your. Well, actually, no, you picked. I mean, Big Mo. Sorry.
I'm about to say, I'll do three more. But
yeah.
Just,
how about you pick three that will actually win?
Just throw some darts. Just throw some darts at the wall. See what sticks.
Yes. No. Big Mo. With that being said, what you got this week for us?
All right, boys. I got 3 winners for you this week. I think they're all pretty solid picks. I got to start it off. Apparently, I also fucked up the graphic on this one. It's not a parlay. It is just Colorado State plus 12 at -110 against Air Force. I think that Colorado State is a team that is constantly undervalued in the sports books. I think Air Force's wishbone offense is going to be just completely decimated towards the end of the game there for Colorado State. It's one of those systems that you just figure out throughout the game and start progressively figuring out how to beat it. So I think Colorado State's going to keep it within plus 12. My second pick, I'm going to the world of hockey. I got the Golden Knights -1.5 at plus 105 against the Flyers. Kind of riding Big Dick's dick there, but you know what? Whatever. I don't give a shit. It's a different bet, and it's a little bit more confident into the Golden Knights.
Wise decision.
My third and final pick.
You're stroking the top. You're not doing the whole thing. You're just stroking the top. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But my third and final pick is looking like it's going to be a winner. I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to knock on wood right now. But I have the Avalanche money line against the New York Islanders at -142. Oh my God, that almost just went in.
He's watching it while.
I'm literally watching it right now. There's 1 minute and 18 seconds left. They have the goalie pulled. Oh my God. But it's
Wow.
looking good. Even if they tie it, the Avs are going to come back. They're going to win in overtime. They have way too much talent. Oh, empty.
Empty
Let's
net
go.
for everyone who
Let's
couldn't hear
go.
that.
Sounds like an empty
Oh.
net goal there.
Can
It's
I
1-0 this week,
Can
boys.
Can I pile on to this really quick? Red Wings just scored again. So they're up 4-3 now with 9 minutes left. My bet actually has a chance to come back now,
There's
boys.
a chance on the empty netter.
Yes. Or just go up by 2 naturally. So, you know
Yeah.
what? Red Wings are hot, man. Red Wings are hot.
Nice.
All right. I love it. I love the fact that we can actually talk about games that are going on right now. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, this is cool. Maybe we should do this every week moving forward. This is fun.
I mean, it's really the only way that we can bet on hockey because they don't release the odds for
Yes.
weeks out, and that's definitely
true.
by far my most profitable segment of sports betting. So
There is some talks amongst us talking about moving our podcast date to Thursdays, releasing on Fridays, recording on Thursdays, because there seems to be more sports and games just overall through the Friday through Monday situation, and then we can place better odds for everyone who wants to tail those. So maybe leave some comments or some feedback for us if you guys would like that. I think it would be easier for everybody and a little bit more fun. So
Cool. Well, we are moving on to guest picks, right?
yeah,
Yep.
Mikey, what you got?
Well, Mikey was
Or
the
Mike,
first
sorry.
time.
Sorry,
Show
I'm,
some
yeah.
respect, you know?
Stupid me.
Some would say I'm 2.0. Depending on my picks, I might be in the negative, so we'll find out. So let's start from. I tried when EPR asked me to be on this podcast. I wanted to have some diverse picks. So the goal was one hockey parlay, one basketball parlay, and one NFL parlay. And we'll just start with the one going on tonight. I went with, you know what, let's just stick with the undefeateds. I'm just going the money line on all 3 of the undefeated. So Boston, picked them. Avalanche, they just won, so we're pretty much won. So
Huge.
They just scored again too.
Huge.
7-4 now.
so then there we
Nice.
go. So we're good on one of the 3 legs with Boston
Boston's
being
up
up right
1-0.
now.
Yeah.
And then Vegas just needs to cream Philly, so that'll be nice.
Nice. That's a solid pick.
I like
and
it.
then for basketball, for tomorrow, between me and my brother, we just had to talk it over. I'm going with Cleveland on the spread. It's a -1 right now. They should beat the Nets, and I just don't see it being within 1 point. Like I just think there's no way that if they win, it's going to be more than 1. Went with the Clippers beating the Blazers after getting rid of Damian Lillard. I don't care that they traded a king's ransom for the guy. They're going to be trash this year. And then Detroit's just a pit of sadness. I mean,
They really are.
In every sport.
In every sense of the
In every
word.
sport, yeah.
Except the Red Wings. The Red Wings are doing well right now. Come on, back them up a little bit.
Aren't you an Avs fan?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just saying for betting. Sorry.
Exactly.
Just
no,
for this game.
in every sport, they're a pit of sadness. So
Yes.
you got to go with Miami there. And that pretty much takes the 3-leg for that guy. All those picks are for tomorrow night, so
What are the
we'll
odds?
see how that does. It is +200.
Plus 200. That's some value. The undefeated value right there.
And then for the last one, I just went with the Chiefs money line against the Broncos because let's be real, the Broncos need someone like OJ to carry their team. They need some stats.
Back with
and
OJ.
then-
All right.
Yeah, I'm just saying they need something, man. I don't care if the guy might have burglarized someone and quote unquote murdered his wife and friend. We need a running back.
Allegedly.
And exactly. And then I went with Philly to beat the Commanders, Redskins. I mean, they don't even know what team they are, man. They don't know if they're probably not even sure if they're what gender they are, dude. Redskins, Commanders, who cares? Philly by 14.
All right. Philly by 14. Okay. Big Mo, do you want to do a quick little recap of everyone's, or do we think we got it?
Yeah, I'll do a quick recap for all the listeners at home. So, starting it off, we got Big Dick's picks. We got a parlay, Maple Leafs and Golden Knights at plus 125. Following that, we have West Virginia plus 7 on the spread against UCF at minus 110. Then we got the Bears on the spread as well, plus 8.5, minus 110 against the Chargers. For Amesy's picks, we got Vikings on the spread, minus 2.5 against the Packers. We already got one that lost. The Nuggets minus 4.5, under
Waiting for the laugh. I was waiting
105.5.
for it.
And
Knew it
then
was
we
coming.
got the Dolphins' first drive resulting in a touchdown at plus 165. EPR, his picks this week starting off with a parlay. He's got Florida State parlayed with Oklahoma, parlayed with Tennessee. Then he's got Oregon State minus 3.5 against Arizona, and he's got the Red Wings at minus 1.5 against the Kraken at minus 142.
Let's go.
For my picks this week, I have the Avalanche money line at minus 142. That already hit. We got the Golden Knights minus 1.5 against the Flyers at plus 105. And we got Colorado State plus 12 against Air Force at minus 110. And then Mike's picks, we got an NHL parlay. We got the Bruins money line, Avalanche money line, and Vegas Golden Knights money line. What was the odds on that one, Mike?
Plus 272.
Plus 272. For the NBA, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers minus 1. We got the LA Clippers money line and Miami Heat money line. That is at plus 200. And then finally, with the NFL, Mike, why don't you just recap that one for us?
We're going with the Chiefs money line and the Eagles money line for a nice even, minus 143.
I like it.
All right, boys. Perfect. And that leads us to our absolute fan favorite, the reason that you all are listening to this podcast right now. The Ashtray Parlay!
Let's go.
Woo! For all of the new listeners at home, every single week we have a segment called the Ashtray Parlay. The thought process behind this Ashtray Parlay is for all of you smokers out there, or even if you're not a smoker, just imagine that you are. Imagine that you've been just ripping darts every single day at the diner for the last 35 years, just talking to all the waitresses, just getting to know them by their first name. How do you do that? You start smoking darts. And picture this. You run out of cigarettes. Oh no. How are you going to talk to Marge about how her cats are doing? You better get some cigs, bud. You better get some darts. You start fiending. You're like a heroin addict, but you're for nicotine instead. So you start looking everywhere. You start ripping the walls apart. You rip your mattress apart. You look through all your clothes and then set them on fire because you can. And then, you know what you do? You realize you still don't have any cigarettes. So you sneak out of your house that's burning and just trickle on down into the little sand tray that they call the ashtray. You start digging your fingers in there till they're bleeding. And guess what you pull out? Pull out that one unsmoked Marlboro, and
yeah.
it's perfect. It's perfect. It's got a little drool on it and some tobacco spit, but it's perfect. It's all I ever wanted. It's all you ever needed, and that's what we got here for you, cooked up today for all the listeners at home. It's the perfect ashtray parlay, even though this isn't as wild as the last week's ashtray parlays. This one has maybe the highest potential of paying out all those cigarettes for you. So
This
We're
is the
gonna
one.
find it.
This is
We're
the
gonna
one.
find it. Yeah.
This is the one.
My
Yeah,
fingers
this
are
is it.
itching.
Yeah,
I am-
do it.
I am feeling good about this. We got a lot of favorites in here. So you're digging through that ashtray and you're feeling just full cigarettes. They might not be there, but oh Oh, I got a feeling right now on the tip of my fingers. It might just be it might be a dart. Holy shit, it's starting out to feel like one. And guess who it is? It's Memphis at minus 290 against North Texas. Holy shit, this one's starting to feel even more like a real dart. Oh, boys, it's Oregon. Money line against Utah, minus 250. Then we got Louisville. Oh, that Duke. Oh, my God, I can feel the whole cigarette. He's coming out of the ash. Oh, boys, and then Minnesota. Oh, boys, they love their darts out there in the land of
they
a
do.
thousand lakes. Oh, following that, we got another place that loves darts, Mississippi State, plus 6.5. Then we got Wyoming, maybe the biggest dart smoking per capita state in the entire country, plus 5 against Boise State. Then we got over 48.5 for the Air Force CSU game. Then Tennessee beats Kentucky. UCLA covers the spread, minus 17. North Carolina beats Georgia Tech. Oklahoma State covers the spread, minus 7.5. And Oregon State wins money line. Boys, that's the fucking history. Let's fucking go. Come on.
Oh man, he was fading out in the end, but I felt it. I feel the energy. Let's fucking go.
One.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna happen. This is it. This is it. I've never been more confident about something.
Big
in my
Mo got
entire life.
so hyped. I think he hyperventilated. He sucked one down too hard, and
yeah, he's on oxygen.
Yeah, he passed out. We lost him. He's back.
I think I found a dart, boys.
I think so too.
I think you found one. I think this is it.
I love it.
$1.
$1. Join us.
$1 wins you $301, boys. $303. Sorry, $303. $1 wins you $303, boys.
You could find that kind of change in a parking lot and turn that into $300. That's crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
Wow, I love it. Well, what does that bring us to then? What are we doing now? Is that what I hear? Butt of the week. Here in the chance?
I think it's time.
So.
I've got one.
I want to go last. I
want to go first. I want
to go second. Perfect.
Well, if we're going by last week, you're going last. So this week, technically from last week, but for this week, the butt of the week for me is a really simple but sweet one. It's topical to the news that has been following, if you follow football. We've got Lincoln Riley and USC losing to Utah for the third time in not 3 years, but 2 years. They've lost to them 3 times now. They cannot beat those Utah Utes, and they have probably one of the best QBs in the league with Caleb Williams, and he looked devastated after that. He might be counter-tanking just to avoid going to Chicago or Denver, potentially. But that's the third time, and that's a huge blow. So definitely Lincoln Riley and squad butt of the week. Easy choice.
That's a good one.
I like it.
I have a butt of the week as well. It's a 6'7" small forward from Duke. It's Cam Reddish. He is he's just the worst. He averages like not even 10 points a game. 2.2 assists, 1.4 assists. Share the ball, man. 0.4 blocks. Try and block a ball 0.4 times. Come on, bump that up to 1. He's just really bad. And this is not just because he blew up my bet.
Oh no, of course not.
It's because I don't like him. So that's my butt of the week, Cam Reddish.
You know who's worse than your butt of the week, Amesy?
Who?
The guy that got beat by Cam Reddish. My butt of the week this week is Amesy moves into last place behind EPR.
No.
It seemed like it would never have happened.
He
but
didn't.
With that loss tonight.
He didn't. The Red Wings.
With the loss tonight. Oh no, they lost?
No, the Kraken just tied it with a minute left, so they can't win by 2 anymore.
How the hell turned tables?
And then my
right.
butt of the
You
week
fucking
is
read
AMZ
it.
on EPR.
No.
Like a phoenix from the ashes.
No, I could still go
Oh
2 for
my
3. I'm not the
goodness.
butt of the week yet. You can't call that.
Oh, like a phoenix from the ashes. He's back on. Well, he's not on top, but he's back in the middle.
He's back to tied for last.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Man.
What's your butt of the week, you trash talking maniac?
Me?
Yeah.
That was my
That
butt
was
of the
it.
week.
Oh,
That
that
you
was my
actually
butt of the week.
you
Yeah,
actually
I
were
actually
serious?
chose AMZ. I chose AMZ.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were
His
just
voice
giving him
got pushed
crap.
in his face.
Okay.
No,
I
had
wasn't
to.
taking you
have to
serious.
choose AMZ.
No,
Dang.
he was just saying who's the tallest midget out of you two. All right.
Oh my gosh. All right.
All right, I
we
think it's
accept
time
it.
to end this podcast, and next
Yes.
week, I'll
Well-
be obviously very much more positive because things are going to go great. It's all about, believing.
Mike, do you have any final thoughts that don't involve OJ?
Man, that's a hard question right now.
It's not
After I
really.
heard OJ, I just thought of all those, his Heisman winning season. Just all of those touchdowns he scored for Oklahoma or Oakland. Oh, geez.
For Oklahoma.
But
Yeah.
I'm
All
just
right,
just glad that my parlay's not dead yet tonight, boys.
It's looking
You know,
good.
Oh, okay.
Feels like
And,
a slightly personal shot, but it could be aimed at anyone. Could be aimed at anyone.
Yeah, anyone. Could be you, could be EPR. Who knows?
Uh-huh. Sure.
And for our listeners
Sure.
at home, we will update you on how Salty's picks did and how
Yes.
it compares against Mike's this week and Mikey's the week before. But with that, boys, should we call it?
I think so.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
See ya!